All right.
You bullshitting.
Now we're live.
Boy, you bullshitting. So find this shit. I still don't see
Doing it live, ladies and gentlemen.
1 second, I'm looking for it.
Hosting tonight.
Boom.
I still don't see it. Wait.
I see it.
No, gambling. There we go. Got it.
Boop, 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 boop.
All by myself.
No, we're not doing that tonight. Told you no more singing.
Wanna be
Told you no more singing. God damn it.
All right.
Oh, look how weird. I'm trying to get the camera fixed. Sorry, this is weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Red Eye Report. Teddy is your host tonight. As you can see, he's hosting it so fluidly. I decided to jump in.
Oh, eat it, dick. On this episode of the Red Eye Report, we talk about gambling. We listen to Ashtray ramble on about some more goddamn bullshit. Ramble on. And we worry about the fate of a nigga in the woods. Bam.
You don't look like you're in the woods, dude.
yeah. Glamping ass motherfucker.
You ain't seen outside yet, right? With us this week is Oracle. A lot of people don't know that Oracle is the dumbest guy in witness protection. Oracle is currently he is currently fucking he's hiding out from Chinese triads over some fucked up gambling debts in Macau. But due to his need to be out in public and a prima donna, he's put his life, his girl's life, and his cat's life in jeopardy. Way to go, dumbass.
Hey, anything for the Red Eye Report. Gotta fucking bring it to the people, man.
Then there's a Mystic. Mystic is a professional gambler. He gambles with heart failure, one Twinkie at a time.
Oh, that's so stupid. It's hilarious. Oh, you're gonna kill him with that one.
No. Then there's Ashtray. Ashtray's gonna have to kill us.
Fucking black cis male.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
That's a whole nother episode.
Jesus Christ. I wanted to change the topic, but Oracle said no, I wanted to learn. And then there's Ashtray. Ashtray's gonna have to kill his cat, so he gets a pass. Sorry, buddy.
Thank you.
And I'm Teddy. I'm just a nigga in a cabin in the woods. And here's the thing. We usually start off with saying this is the Red Eye Report. I dictated this to my tablet and my talk to text apparently is fucked up. And I said, and this is the Red Eye Report, and it typed, and this is America. So I guess we're going with that.
America.
I don't know how we got that from that, but that's what it got. And so that's like,
Teddy,
I left it.
Did you break into the cabin on surviving the game? And there's a fucking shelf full of heads.
Oh yeah, surviving the game with iced tea.
Yeah.
And
yeah, remember
we
Gary
watched that
Busey,
movie,
right?
Watch that shit. It was
Gary fucking Busey.
Oh my god,
It was terrible, but like enjoyable in a terrible way.
Gary Busey's incredible.
Actually, it'd be a good riff tracks.
We tried, remember?
That's right. Was that the one we did?
Yeah,
we did that one.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and look where we are now.
I think it was taken down for copyright shit or something.
Probably. How come those algorithms find all that shit?
How do they find them?
So gambling.
So like I thought about this on the boat I was on. I was on a cruise last week, and on the boat they had a casino. It's called the Shogun Casino. Had all this fake Japanese, had all this fake Japanese shit in there. But right by the bar where you can smoke at it on that floor, there was a machine. It was a crane machine, and inside it had a bunch of stacks of $100 bills, one marked $250 and like a couple marked $500 and shit. And it's like there was never a time where there were not people around this fucking machine just pouring money. It cost $1 to play each play, and there was, and that was the one bar that was inside. So I drank there and smoked there a lot. So it was always at least 10 people around the machine just pumping money into it, and I never saw anybody win. And I was thinking of like the crane looked.
It was always like loot slipping out.
Right. It was always like slipping out. The crane only had 3 prongs on it, and the dollar, it's not like you pick up a stack of a rectangle with just 3 prongs and stuff. It was weird. And also, I thought it was rigged because I thought I thought the fucking crane wasn't strong enough to hold the money.
Hold anything, anyways.
Yeah, hold it was got left up me. Yeah, so it was fucking. But that got me thinking about how much money they make off of that fucking machine. And I started thinking about fucking gambling because we did an episode about gambling a long time ago. But I started thinking about. I don't think we talked about like gambling rep. Yeah, episode 111 because I did the research on it.
Attaboy, 111. Damn,
Yeah.
that's more than half our episodes ago.
Yep.
We're getting long in the tooth.
So I started about thinking about what is gambling's worldwide revenue. It revenues about $460 billion a year.
Damn.
Which I thought was actually on the low end. I thought it was on the low end actually. I thought it'd be like a lot more, but apparently no. You can break it. You can break. They break that down into how much each country actually gambles. And the United States is actually third, even though Las Vegas is one of the 2 top gambling spots in the world.
No shit.
Yeah, Americans they gamble. I think it was about 300 and shit. Where'd it go? It was like 300 something dollars. 300 and
wait, on average.
On average per person, the average American gambles only $505 a year per capita.
$505 a year. Okay, that could be against pull tabs, money machines.
Yeah, I mean that includes. I mean that includes like lottery, all that other stuff. Yeah, the Aussies are the worst. They gamble.
I think it is how you say it.
Yeah,
Macau.
Is Oracle there? Is he just? What is he doing?
Yeah,
He's lost.
I'm here.
Oh.
No, the audio cut out.
Oh, did it? Okay, I'm like, what
no,
are you doing?
I can hear you, Teddy. You're fine.
Yeah, it was on my end.
Okay, I was like, what is going on here? Okay, I was gonna actually
say it again. Have you been to Macau?
Have you been to Macau and China?
I've been to Macau. Fuck no.
Okay.
Where the hell would I have been? Oh,
Well,
it's the big gambling like island thing, right?
Yeah, in China.
Okay, it is an island.
Yeah, I think it's one of the. I think it's the only place in China where gambling is legal.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Technically
besides like in the streets, right, where they're having chicken fights and shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. So I hence the
Right?
word fucking legal.
I made my millions in the cockfights of Bangkok.
Macau and China. Macau has 7 of the world's top 25 casinos, and Vegas has 15 of them. Those are the top, and those are. But it's I forgot where I was going with this. God damn it, I'm so fucking high. It's goddamn pig.
Okay, so with the top casinos and the U.S. is still third place or whatever, why are the Aussies? I mean, how do they?
Because they gamble, they lose the most. They gamble the most per person.
Doing what?
All types of gambling.
Like,
let me see. I'm gonna go back to the webpage. I'm
sure it's all types: lottery, casinos. But apparently,
it's actually not a top place to gamble. So
they're the ones who spend the most money per capita. It may not be the place where the most gambling happens.
If you go to the casino.org, the casino.org link I have, and scroll down to number 4, Australia. Let's see here, distribution of gamblers.
Does it have a chart?
Okay, poker machine
chart we could put up for the people who are watching this show.
That's what if you scroll down to number 4.
This low podcast.
I know, right? It breaks down to distributor gamblers by age. Wow. Most of them are 40 to 49-year-olds. Well, I guess 40 to 49-year-olds.
40 to 49-year-olds. Yeah, it's motherfuckers who didn't save anything for retirement, and they're just hoping for that big payout.
I thought that.
Come on.
I thought that at first, but 30 to 59 looks about even if you look at the.
30 to 59? Well, yeah, because that's a broader spectrum than 45 to 55.
I feel like I'm going to get a fucking virus being on this.
Oh,
website.
for God's sake! Like,
Why does it look real sketchy? Like not official?
No, it's fucking. You see? Oh, really?
Oh, really?
You're an asshole. Fine, whatever. All right.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna bring it up on my screen, and you tell me what you think.
Yeah, let's show it to the people. Let's see if we agree, audience, whether this site looks sketchy or not. Because Oracle's been to China. If you've been to China and back, I think you can definitely know what's sketchy.
That's not the website I'm on.
What the fuck?
Play now.
That's not the website. No, the casino, www.casino.org.
Casino.org/gambling.
/gambling.
What?
It looks like it's an actual gambling site itself.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to
mine is fucking...
So, like, is there information even... Maybe they're just making the Aussies look bad.
Yeah,
I mean, no,
it's
Is there any... Yeah.
That is not... I'm on my tablet.
I'll take Wikipedia over this site.
Yeah, I am... Okay, anyway, to answer the goddamn question, on this fake gas site, it says a lot of it is spent on... They have more slot machines than most other countries. Yeah, so yeah.
Goddamn slot machines.
Call them pokies.
Poker machines. They probably call them something like slottos or something.
Slottos.
They call them pokies. So, shit. Sorry. So, I'm gonna talk one last thing. Oh, wrong goddamn thing.
One goddamn thing.
Wow.
Oh shit! Like none of my webpage, like everything, like none of my webpage.
It amazes me that we don't have more than 5 top fans.
Our episode. Look, Eddie, you've only been talking.
I did this in a hurry. I know, right? I told you it was gonna be quick.
Don't worry, I'm
trying to get on the road, man.
Fill in about gambling.
Oh God, no, I bet you can. All right. So everybody's seen fucking what's the movie? Ocean's 11, 12, 13, and 8, where they rob the people and shit.
I can't believe you remember all the numbers, but yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Wow. You can't remember like basic
11,
words,
12,
but
13.
you remember
Yeah, the order of the.
I remember basic words. I remember basic words greatly.
Bigly. I got a bigly vocabulary, man.
I got a bigly vocabulary. Fucking told us so.
Fucking told us so.
Fucking told us so. All right, so I looked up. I was curious if there's actually been successful casino robberies, and there actually have. Fucking Biker Bandit in 2010 stole 1.5 million worth of casino chips.
Damn, dude.
He fucking parked his motorcycle on the fucking. He rode up to the casino agents on a motorcycle, walked to the craps table, pulled out a gun, and demanded chips. He ended up getting away, actually.
Damn. So what do you do with those chips then?
Honestly, I don't know.
I mean, you got to.
He stole a wide range of chip denominations, including ones worth $25,000. He tried to peddle them on an internet poker site using the email address cranberrykid25 at Yahoo. He signed the emails Biker Bandit. Metro Police caught up with him 7 weeks after the robbery at the Bellagio, where he was gambling and attempting to sell chips to undercover officers.
Wow. So that didn't quite go well. Somebody robbed Treasure Island in 2000. Left one security guard wounded and led to the arrest of a man wanted in connection to 2 previous robberies at the casino the same year. Damn. And then the same year again, fucking in October, somebody fucking robbed the motherfuckers, fired 2 shots and sold about $30,000. Like just don't go to Treasure Island. Yeah, don't go to Treasure Island. Isn't that like kind of one of the crappy ones now?
I think all of them are crappy. I mean, there's the research said they have about 70 casinos in fucking Vegas. And
the Treasure Island one did they did that pirate show out in front of it
out in front of it, yeah,
2 hours or whatever.
They still do that, or is that been retired?
They did when I was there. I don't know if they still do.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's so speaking of gambling, I was actually just reading this story locally here. There's in Middleton, the Middleton Sports Bowl. I've never actually been there, but it literally looks like a big furniture store, like high-rise building with big windows and stuff that was converted into a big sports bar a long time ago, but it's still been there. Anyways, the husband and wife owners, basically they both recently pled guilty for basically their federal tax charges because they were skimming about $850,000 over maybe 7 to 8 years off of the video gambling machines, which are they are gambling, but there's
supposed to be just for entertainment, right?
You're
not supposed to pay them out.
Oh, you're not supposed to pay them out, but there's a the bars have some sort of, usually there's a rule where it's like usually you cash out, the bar will write your name down and like what you supposedly won on that machine, but you can't get it till the next day. Like there's rules that skirt around this like gambling thing, but nonetheless, there's real cash is going in there.
Right.
So this couple has run this old sports bar out in Middleton. They had an undercover IRS agent actually went in and posed as a potential buyer for this sports bar, and the couples had a agreement with this guy, a local guy who owns this like entertainment business that rents out these machines. And basically, the two of them were skimming. The guy who supplied the machines got 25%. The bar owners got 75%. And then they also like printed fake receipts to back up if they were ever audited. And the thing is, this potential buyer, this IRS secret agent, gets in there and this is just from 2010 to 2017. That's 10 years. That was $268,000. At the end here it says so the undercover agent got video and audio recordings of them having this meeting, and they're explaining this idea, and the owner of the bar says, "You gotta steal in this business. You ain't gonna make any money." Blatter quoted the vendor and saying,
"Well, you couldn't have said anything worse than that."
Yep, more incriminating.
Oh man, yeah, that's not going to look very good in court.
Have you ever? So, I just watched a movie called Molly's Game. You guys ever heard of it?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think
Is that the one with the chick, the gambling chick who had the poker thing going?
Yeah, she ran poker games in L.A. and New York for like a decade.
Did that redhead play her? The actress?
Yeah, Jessica Chastain.
Yeah. Okay. I remember the trailer.
But she fucking it's legal. Like they could gamble and shit. The games were legal as long as she didn't take a rake, as long as she didn't take any money, like a percentage of the pots. They just had to tip at the end of the night. You know what I mean? To get around that law or whatever. But then she started taking rakes to cover in case people didn't fucking pay up. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, she didn't have any muscle. She was just a fucking
and how could
100-pound woman.
You couldn't keep doing that without somehow figuring out to take a little rake.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a really good movie, though, if you ever bored.
Into the gambling.
go ahead. I was gonna ask you. Thanks for trying to take over the show, motherfucker, but I'm back. Nice try, nigga. All right, so yeah, have any of y'all ever been? I've been to a few casinos, and I've been to Vegas. Have any of y'all ever gambled big or fucking?
I've gambled a number of times, but never.
In a casino. Have you fucking?
Yes, I've gambled in a casino.
Yeah,
I'm just asking.
We have Indian casinos around here, Teddy.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well,
shit.
I've been to Vegas twice.
Yeah, I've been to Vegas too.
And although I've never really gambled more than like $100.
Yeah, maybe
just because.
$200.
And usually, I guess I'm one of those people where I don't get that like gamble or thrill or whatever. And personally, what I used to like is it was right before the change over was when I was 21. They still had the coin slots where you actually you carried that bucket around, which had some like it was a material weight and the satisfaction of seeing those coins fall,
Right.
yeah, scooping them up. And like your hands were just filthy by the end of the night, and walking around and seeing. There was also back when you could still smoke too, and like these senior citizens.
Jesus,
like,
bro, how many casinos did you go
and
to?
they're on the. They got oxygen on one thing. Shit. They're just like fucking gambling their retirement. This was at Ho Chunk in the Dells. This is when I was like 21.
I don't know where that is.
Wisconsin Dells.
Like, the way you described it in the story, it seemed like you spent a lot of time at casinos.
You just activated Ashtray's gambling fucking addiction.
Right. He had totally.
I made a lot of notes.
Of therapy.
Put it that way. Like it made an impression on me that like while I enjoyed carrying this tub of nickels around.
It's horrible.
And like the thing is. I like fuck. That whole night I spent only $20 and I played nickel slots. And I would go around, just throw a couple in here, a couple in there. And I think I ended up cashing out about $50 a head. Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah.
And also I've always been kind of one of those like quit winners. Like if you get where you're ahead, especially even if it's just like, something like $40, $50 at the very, like you get ahead and unless you're like, because you got more time to spend, like just quit winners. Take that extra money and drink it at least. Like
Oracle, you ever go to Nakusa?
Yeah, I went there one time.
Where's that?
They used to have it. I don't know if it's 21 now, but it used to be 18. So when I turned 18, we used to go there like fucking 3 times a week. Probably we'd get drunk and just fucking go there. They were open 24 hours. You get there at like 2 a.m. and fucking play blackjack for 4 hours.
Yeah, it's just
in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's just a greasy little fucking.
It's like a little fucking
casino.
It's not big at all.
Is it a tribal one or not?
Yeah.
Honestly, the best gambling. I've gone to casinos and stuff like that. I never really got into it, but the best gambling that I've ever done was fucking trading Bitcoin. Because there's no regulation on it, so you just trade that shit, and it's just like it's like playing a slot machine.
When I was trading it, was that you were trading it with the your other coins, or what were you trading it with? I guess.
You would trade other coins. You would look. You'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to trade this because the value is going up here, and now it's gonna.
No, what I'm saying. Trading with what other coins?
With
cryptos?
Cryptocurrency, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Somalian boys.
Yeah, right.
A lot of Russians.
But it
was
stuff.
Just crazy because like there would be chat rooms and shit, and people would like try to fearmonger and be like, "Oh man, this shit's gonna be crazy. This is gonna be happening," and just like these psychological games.
Yeah,
get people to sell.
Right.
Low.
It was actually really fun.
Oh yeah, that sounds because it sounds like stock market without
without regulation,
without any regulations
or anything.
Pretty much.
Add in bath salts.
So now, when you here's a question for Oracle and the cryptocurrencies. When you would say cash out, like I got X amount of Bitcoins, Litecoins, Lassie coins, whatever.
Ass coins.
These exchanges are the ones who pay you, right? Do they take a certain cut?
Yes.
I'm sure they take a percentage.
So they take a percentage, and the thing that nobody talks about is because the price of these cryptos changes so much.
Yeah.
They're going to give you a lower price
than the actual listed price.
Right, because they can't, if it's going to drop, you never get,
you never
exactly
get really
what
technically the, how much of a percentage lower is it?
I don't know. I'm not sure how much lower.
is it also? Do you shop around to exchanges to see which one's offering?
But the thing is, like, especially when I was doing it,
all these questions can be answered and asked after the show.
Yeah.
No, this is an interesting thing of gambling.
It's way
Ashtray,
riskier.
did you do coke again?
No.
Way riskier and less cost effective than, of course, the people that they want you to know about. Like, it was, I mean, and it would take you, it would not be acceptable in any bank by any means, like the cut that they would take and everything. But yeah.
Oh, like the percentage is like way more than like
be surprised.
what would be. But there's no regulation, so they're like,
No regulation.
We're gonna take 45%.
Right. Well, not 45%. That's insane, but
well, I don't know. You were making it sound like it was insane.
I mean, it's not
Look
good.
at those payday lending places. Like they're insane, but people still go to them.
Yeah, maybe kind of like a payday lender kind of thing.
Yeah, which is crazy because it makes you wonder. Like, yeah, they say the Bitcoin has this value, but the only way to actually get the value is you have to convert it to real
fiat
currency.
That's where
and once you do that, then it's like, oh, you never get really what you thought you had worth. And also, though, is these exchanges, where do the exchanges have the money that they're actually giving to you? They probably get that because they're skimming all this extra Bitcoin shavings, and they maybe it's like they have massive reserves of Bitcoin
shavings.
Calm down, conspiracy theory, Dan.
I don't know. It's interesting.
It is interesting, and we're gonna move on from that.
Yeah, right.
Jesus goddamn Christ! All right,
we're only 20 minutes into your main topic that you didn't write 10 minutes of.
I know. I told you I gotta get on the road. Quick show, bro.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. All right, anybody else want to say anything about casinos?
He's got to
gambling?
track down Gary Busey.
I got this other story. No, I'm kidding.
Awesome, cool, way to go. We're gonna move on to one sexy portion of the show. We're gonna start it off first with Mystic. He's got lawsuits and big titty lawyers. Way to go, Ashtray.
Big titty lawyers.
Yeah, wow. you ask somebody to write you fucking what's sexy, and so anytime Ashtray does it for you, he always adds something in.
All right. Well, I mean, you can add big-titted lawyers to almost anything, and it will be better.
That's true.
You could have gigantic-titted lawyers, and you add big-titted lawyers to it also, it's better. So.
It's like a gumbo.
Yeah.
Like a gumbo. Perfect.
That's like cheese curds, and then you add gravy and french fries.
Yeah. Right?
Now you got
Canadians, so smart.
Poutine, yeah.
Fucking Canadians. Anyway, so last year, I think it was last year, maybe a year before, I get this letter from this law firm. And it's like, hey, we're suing fucking Wisconsin Hospitality Group, which is the company that owned the Pizza Hut that I worked for, because it was illegal for them to pay you under minimum wage for 7 years or whatever.
Wow.
Do you want in? I'm like, sure. I don't work there anymore. Why the fuck not? So then, last year, I get a check for I don't know, it was like $350 or something. I'm like, that's cool.
Right, now
all
we're
right,
doing
fucking dealing with it. Yeah, this is cool. So then, they send me another letter at the beginning of this year, and it says, hey, that settlement was way more than we thought. We have to disperse more funds. Are you interested? I'm like, yes.
Right.
Of course.
So then I get a check today for $545.
Damn.
Wait, what was the settlement for again?
What?
What was the actual settlement for?
Shit, dude.
The host, you missed the point of the whole goddamn story.
They don't tell you what the settlement's for. They just said that.
They just sent it to you. All right, well, shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like those things you usually get 10 cents.
Yeah, right. And so they said that there's might be more to come too.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Are they laundering money through you?
I hope so.
I'd
like to be part of Donald Trump's network.
It'd be funny if that was one of those strange things where they make you take out money. They're like, yes, you can get this awesome thing. No. And all of a sudden,
and I would be skeptical, but the last one cleared, and I got the money, so I'll take this one. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. So long as they're not. Usually, those scam ones are it's something like you have to cash a check, but then you have to send the money somewhere else.
Send the money somewhere to somebody or some shit.
Whenever they tell you to get Amazon cards from the grocery store, that's the time to be suspicious.
Where'd you go, bro?
It doesn't matter.
Cool. Mystic, you don't have a fuck you think,
homie. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
You don't have a fuck you think in the outline. By the way.
I don't?
Yeah, you don't.
Oh. Okay.
Just let you know.
Keep going.
Oracle, gotcha, motherfucker.
On the Providence Journal, I was looking around at things and had this top headline: DNA analysis leads to arrest in 1988 murder of 10-year-old girl.
Wow.
And this 10-year-old girl, Christine Cole, who was in Central Falls, was just hanging out with friends. She went down to the corner store to grab some milk for her mother and disappeared. And they found her body 60 days later in a nearby river. And they had no leads whatsoever. And they actually apparently they have a deck of cards for these cold cases, and they have them around correctional facilities and stuff. And they encourage people if there's any leads or anything. And Christine Cole was the Queen of Hearts, and they did a DNA thing, and because they had found some DNA on her pants
from her evidence.
And a name came up, and it was somebody that was too young to actually have committed the crime, but this guy had committed a crime, and his father, they did some more research, his father actually lived above the corner store where she was last seen. And that's who they have arrested at this point.
Wow. Oh, so is that kind of that reverse DNA tracking is I full-heartedly support it, because it's only gonna hurt you if you actually did it. And
right.
Your DNA is there.
This guy was free and clear for 30 whatever years. 31 years.
You know what? And makes you wonder, maybe he didn't kill any other kids after that. Maybe it was just a one-time thing. I don't know how that works. But still, that motherfucker is just getting away with it every day for that many years.
Yeah, and and just as a family or something, their kid disappears and there are just no answers.
Yeah,
and
some monster.
For them to put the work in to do this, because I'm sure there are plenty of cases out there that just they go cold and then nobody bothers to follow through on them. So I think that's cool.
Sexy.
Awesome. Cool.
For a dead 10-year-old.
Next up is ashtray with Pee Wee does me one last solid.
So I had to bury old Pee Wee Tuesday. Just going downhill fast. And I'd given my mother a heads up. It was going to be coming down. And so I got her all comfortable into the cat carrier. And had my car running with the AC, keep her comfortable. I go and load her in the passenger seat, but the radio was blaring, because normally when I drive home, I just have the windows down, my arm out. And I'm like, oh, it was NPR. I'm like, oh, you poor thing. The last thing you want on your deathbed is NPR blaring in your ears. So I turn the radio down, go back into the house, make sure I got my gun, and, I'm going to get prepared for the old yeller thing. And I know, if I get to where, if I feel like I can't do it, my stepdad will do it. The thing also, though, was when I called my mom, my nieces and nephews, I could hear them in the background screaming, Uncle Craig, yeah, coming. I'm like, oh, God. So now this is be like, keep the kids inside for a moment. Do I want me blowing my cat's brains out imprinted upon my nieces and nephews? I don't know.
This is the weirdest cat murder story I've ever heard, and this is the first one I've ever heard. So.
I know my brother wouldn't care, but as I'm just kind of myself thinking, like, do I want to be? So, anyways, I go back in the house, grab my gun. Like, I'm only gone for a minute and a half, and I come back out, get into the car, and I and I'm like, Pee-wee, oh, you look really comfortable.
She died.
Pee-wee?
No shit.
She died.
Wow.
Fucking NPR killed her.
Wow, dude, that's a great story.
And she did me, I know, like, she did me this solid where, like, it didn't have to do the old yeller thing. And I'm like, oh, goddamn, I couldn't help but laugh. I'm like, thanks, girl. Like, you just decided, like, I'll just pass right now while you're in there grabbing your shit. And I saw one little kind of fleeting spasm of her body. But, yeah, like, for the most, like, she had passed while I was in there for just a minute.
Nice. You should send that story into NPR for their donor fucking week or whatever.
Actually, I was thinking that could be one for what is that, Moth Radio Hour or something like because I think they air that on NPR.
You should adjust that story just a little bit and send it into Penthouse.
I don't think the story is complete because I think with that spasm, I don't think she was dead. I think he buried you kind of alive. She just went to sleep.
No, because it's a 2-hour drive, and I was like, well, I don't even have to worry about blasting my music because I was like trying to keep her as comfortable as possible. But I'm like, fuck, I have my music blaring, and I'm riding down with a dead cat, riding shotgun, petting Pee-wee. You're like, all right, going to see Tootsie now.
You were still petting her?
Jesus Christ.
But here and there. It wasn't like she was falling apart, you know? I mean, like she just died.
Wow, though.
You are
my
a
niece,
weird
my niece
person.
and nephew pet her.
While she was dead? You had your niece and nephew pet the carcass of a dead cat?
Back up, Teddy. 2 hours later for 10 minutes so the niece and nephew pet her. Then she
People
died
at
again.
funerals will sometimes touch the hands of the loved one in the casket. They're dead.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
Jesus
I love it when
Christ.
Teddy gets introduced to fucking crazy white person.
Crazy white farm folk. Yes.
Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you?
That's my what's sexy. She did me a solid.
that took a sharp turn to darkness. Like, Jesus Christ. All right, next up is me with R. Kelly in jail again. And they got this nigga in jail again. They got.
That's it. That's
No, it's not it. No, Jesus Christ. God damn it, just an asshole. He's this motherfucker. They got him on charges. Oh fucking god damn it! Where'd he go? Give me a minute. I know.
Charges, god damn it.
I had to open the pages up. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Teddy ain't ready.
Okay, sorry. He's facing one count. He's facing 1 count of child conspiracy to receive child pornography, 2 counts of receiving child pornography, 4 counts of producing child pornography, 5 counts of enticing a minor to engage in criminal sexual activity, and 1 count of conspiracy to obstruct justice. Because apparently he was making tapes. They got a bunch of tapes now. He was making tapes, and tapes from his collection came missing. So he started paying people off to get them back. To get his tapes back because he can code onto his shit. So yeah, I think they officially got this nigga going to jail for a long, long time because I don't think he can say it's not him anymore.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it ain't him.
I swear it ain't me. Well, nigga, you on stage at fucking concert.
The judge didn't grant bail because
he didn't grant bail. Yeah, he believed he would fly. That's awesome. Way to go, Mystic. Way to bring it full circle. I believe you're gonna fly. All right. Next up is our fuck what you think section, and we're gonna start off with Mystic, if he has one.
Yeah. So there's this Apple commercial, and it has this song. It's by Tessellated. Was that what his name was? Yeah,
I think so.
Anyway. And it's called I Learned Jazz Today. Song's really cool. I like it. And it's catchy as fuck. So I was like, oh, I'll check out some other fucking songs by this dude. And they all suck. I hate when that shit happens. I hate when I find an artist, like I'll find some metal fucking song and be like, man, this is fucking badass. And I go listen to the rest of the album, is just shit.
Well, sometimes you gotta, I don't know. For me, I gotta listen to. Sometimes they'll grow on me, but I haven't listened to the other stuff. I only listened to the one.
Yeah, so anyway, that's it. That's the whole thing. I just hate when that fucking, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, if you could write a really good song one time, you could do it multiple times. I don't, like...
It's a great name, Tessellated.
Yeah, kind of.
It almost sounds like it should be an 80s metal band. Tessellated.
Right? Yeah, right? It's just a cool... The song is a cool mix of fucking, like, hip-hop, jazz...
reggae.
Fucking reggae.
Yeah.
Soul.
Oh yeah, she's always in this shit. I think, like I said earlier, a good thing that I like about it when I played the song on Spotify and let it go to radio by that artist and shit. It played stuff comparable to that song, and I found a couple new artists, and one whose album sounds almost pretty cool. So. Well, next move on.
Almost pretty cool. Not
cool. I've only listened to like 3 or 4 songs. That's why I haven't got to fucking
the level down.
I think he's gonna drop because I think he's got like 26 tracks on there. So I'm like, maybe it's like so I think he's gonna drop down. All right, next up is me with the goddamn Face app. I got on Facebook the other day and saw this fucking shit where people are making themselves look 80. Like, who gives a fuck what you're gonna look like when you goddamn 80? I don't get why.
We're all gonna be dead by then anyway.
You have to admit, it was impressive, like, you know, technology, and it totally that sucked up on those people who are fucking idiots. You know, like, oh yeah, it's so cool. I'll download anything if it's cool.
Right. That's fun. That's my point. I have a problem with this fucking. The people are getting dumber. We're getting toward idiocracy. I'm not a big fan of it.
Well, you did hear the story behind it now, right?
Jesus, here we go.
What story do you want to waste 20 minutes on? Go ahead. The floor is yours. Go ahead. It's all yours.
No, it's your fucking thing.
Now the Russians.
You just think the Face app thing is just dumb because it's dumb? Well, I mean, yeah, it's dumb because it's dumb. Yeah,
it's called a fuck you think. I get to bitch about something. It doesn't have to make sense. I can bitch about you fucking telling a story right now. And it can be a fuck you think.
You're right. Okay.
It's not that we all have to agree on something that somebody doesn't like.
Get back on your tablet and look up. Apparently, it's made in Russia, and everybody now is saying don't use it because of the terms and agreements are kind of cloudy.
You have to grant access to your photos and videos.
Yeah.
But you have to do that with fucking Instagram and all those other apps too.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that data gets sold to Russians. So really, they're just cutting out the middleman. They're being savvy business people. So if anyone's ever used fucking any of those apps to begin with, they already got your shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't fuck with shit like that. You know what I mean?
I don't fuck with shit like that either. I think you're retarded.
Well, let alone
and that's why it's my fuck what you think, Ashtray.
I guess I was surprised that you. Like your fuck with your think was just because it was dumb and not because
it is dumb.
Using a Russian app.
Ashtray, did you use the Face app?
No.
Yeah, he fucking yes. He did.
You know you did. I already look old enough. Why would I use that? No.
I think if I remember right, my kids at like Snapchat or Instagram, one of them has one of those.
Snapchat had that gender thing, and
I thought it was an age. They had an age one too. I could have sworn.
And they might. Snapchat might, but this, I guess, Face app is a whole separate. The thing is, the term of agreements is very vague, and that they claim the only thing they upload is the image itself of the people. And sure, it may only be, you know, they're just getting facial recognition information of Americans. But still, like, it's a dumb fucking thing, and then to find out that Russia's behind it, fuck.
Well, that just makes made me
it reaffirms your fucking
how dumb is it? How funny would it be if they made the app that turns you to an 80-year-old person, so they could scam you like an 80-year-old person, make you feel like a dumbass?
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty funny. Anyway, next is
Ashtray with white woman is afraid.
Oh, the you probably didn't hear this story, Mystic.
Or
from
any
Milwaukee
of us.
since. Oh, there was this news story the other day. This woman, she's out on her morning jog, and she's like, this red van with 2 males inside was driving slowly on the street and looking at me, like, and then they stopped. So I ran up to this house and hope that they would think I was just going to my house. And no one would answer the door. And then I waited. And then they started driving back the other way slowly. And so I cut through the woods and I ran back to my house and I called my husband. And so they alerted police and the police started scouring. And even the people whose house she was like trying to get into, the cops go there and they get their video camera surveillance. Here's pictures of the van. So anyways, the cops are able to chase the van down. They find these people. Turns out, 2 men, no criminal record. They were buying a mattress from Craigslist, and they were having a hard time finding the address.
That's funny.
And so they're slowing down. And this woman out on her jog, they're looking at me. They're trying to abduct me.
That is funny.
And then she's like, I'm going to run through the woods. I'm going to call the police. And it's like, this guy even I'm on the Madison, Wisconsin Reddit thread. And this guy started sharing pictures of the van. He's like, we're trying to find these, predators, blah, blah, blah.
That is fucking hilarious.
And then the cops even were like, dude, don't put that van. Like, we don't know who these people are yet.
Where was this at? Is
this
it
is
in
here in
Madison or is it a suburb of Madison?
That's funny.
Was it Middleton or like one of the fucking
Madison's east side? It was somewhere here on the Madison's east side. It was
east side. Oh.
But it was probably up like where the governor's mansion is and stuff, where all the rich fucking old houses are. Because I could see that. I could imagine almost any house there has video surveillance now.
That's like a Harold and Kumar kind of.
No shit, right? Yeah.
Basically, the cops said, it was just a somewhat strange occurrence of circumstance.
We're just looking for a White Castle. Fuck that old bitch.
Well, and the thing is, so they had a hard time finding the address. They were driving slowly, and they said they did come to a stop at that area where the woman was running. And they had video of them.
Well, it's not illegal.
Right? Yeah, no, exactly. It's not illegal.
What the fuck?
And
it is if you're black. It is.
Bitch.
Well, and it turns out like they did find the address for the Craigslist person, and they did buy the mattress. Like they did find their thing. It wasn't like their story was, we were just looking for a mattress. Right. It's like, here's a mattress we bought.
A van, you need something to put the mattress in.
Exactly. And they're driving slow.
Get around.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. All right, next up we got Oracle with Ants. What are you losing to now, buddy? What has invaded your house now?
Oh no.
That's totally I'm sorry, that's It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
right?
A good one.
There's an Ants episode.
No. Oh my god.
He's talking about the van scenario, man.
Right? Oh, it's not the ants, dude.
Right, yeah.
my fucking house, like all the apartments and houses around this area are 100 years old at least, and they're fucking just, you might as well be living outside sometimes. I'm serious. Like a month ago, they were doing some work on the outside, and I go in my kitchen. I'm just like, what is that light that I can see in the corner of the counter? And I realized I was seeing the fucking outside of my house from my kitchen. Like, there's no fucking insulation. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Wow. Yeah. Or at least in
the
my
thermal camera. Okay. Jesus, it's crazy.
What?
What are you talking about, man?
Thermal camera?
Wait, I thought you said
eyes. No, my eyes. I could see outside of my house
through
my
wall?
kitchen, through the wall.
You have a thermal camera in your eyes?
Never mind.
Anyway.
I thought you had a thermal camera app.
Anyway, there are fucking bugs. Bugs come in, and and right now is the time where we battle the little fucking ants.
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually doing okay. We're actually doing pretty good against them. But I'm at work today, and I have my TV dinner that I have for lunch, and I have an apple, and I have my little trail mix.
Why even have the apple and trail mix if you're having a fucking TV dinner?
My little fucking trail mix. And TV dinner, great. Fucking apple, great. I go to eat my fucking trail mix, and I pull it out, and fucking ants come falling out. I'm like, what
in the trail mix?
In the trail mix. These little assholes had chewed a little fucking hole in the bag, in the plastic bag.
Wow.
Yeah. And
that's Mother Nature.
Yeah, and they got into my shit. I can tolerate it up to a point, and honestly, after that, I was just like, "You little fuckers."
That's
right. You can tolerate it to a point, but that point is your trail mix. When you fuck with my trail mix, you done fucked up.
Fuck with my trail.
you done fucked up.
So yeah, I'll tell you what.
What are you doing?
You got spiders and shit. I fucking keep those motherfuckers around because know
they'll kill the ants.
Yeah, they're gonna be killing the ants. I'm way more tolerant with that shit than I used to be. When I used to see a spider, I'd be like, "Oh my fucking god!" Now, if it's not like biting me in the face, we're good, dude.
Right.
Fucking go on.
Is that a thing you have to worry about in Rhode Island? Because
spiders biting.
Right. Just like, watch out for the spiders. What? What did you say?
Yeah. So just the ant battle.
So what are you're saying? Okay, I draw the line because that is a line. You get in my granola. That's the line.
Yeah, don't
what
fucking chew holes.
My granola.
What are you doing?
If you're on the counter, that's fine. You know, if I leave something out, that's fine. Don't chew holes through my fucking bags, dude.
How are you?
Well, that's what they're after. I mean, they're gonna. They're fine.
How are you fighting back?
Honestly, I'm not at this point.
What?
So you just talking shit without backing it up, huh?
Hey,
man, if they
get into another bag of my shit, I'm going fucking nuclear.
You gotta put those little things out that they crawl into and get that weird
don't
syrup.
work worth a shit.
Yeah, they do.
You're
if you buy
starting to
a
sound like an abused wife, man. You gotta stand up for yourself. Call the cops.
Right?
Put some work in. You know what I'm saying?
Call the cops.
Do something. You know what I'm saying?
Get out the dustbuster.
I mean, not literally calling cops, but you gotta. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fucking
Why
be a
can't
man.
they just coexist, guys? Why does he have to remove them? What's the big deal?
I'm
just
a cis white male.
Yeah,
living with these
white
ants.
cis male. Ain't gotta. He's
with these cis ants.
Just wants to let.
Cis ants.
Oh my god. Y'all are fucking retarded.
Sissy ass motherfuckers.
Sissy ass.
Yeah, you sissy ass.
Sissy ass ant. Get back in line and carry something. You'll never be a queen.
What? What?
That's some good shit, man. You got to make a meme.
Do it.
Oh
yeah,
God.
post it up on that chick fucking page.
You sissy ant. Get back in line. You'll never be.
Cool. Anybody got anything else to add to this great this great meeting of the minds?
I like tacos.
I bet you do, fatty. All right. So go fuck yourself.
Everybody likes tacos. Don't bring my fatness into
tacos.
Yeah, tacos are good.
If you just don't like tacos, you're dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What? Oh, fuck you. My son doesn't like tacos.
Well,
he'll come around.
Have you had him checked?
He's only 6, so.
He's only 6, yeah.
In all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and ashtray for saying my son is dumb because he doesn't like tacos. That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at therewriterreport.com or facebook.com/therewriterreport. You can Twitter us at fuck. Why do we still have the Twitter part in there? I don't get that.
Because it's always fun to tell
fun to say, all right? Yes. Deal with it.
Part of the charm.
We just keep copying and pasting the outline.
Our amateur end.
Nobody takes it out. That's what it is.
The running joke now. You got to.
Oh, eat a dick. Like and share and fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Teddy.
I'm Asher.
Jesus.
I knew you guys were going to fight over it.
And there's Mystic. He didn't say.
I said I'm Mystic.
I didn't hear you say. I thought you said you can go. Yeah, whatever. This is Reddit Report.
I'm Mystic.
Oh, we know, Will. We know who you are.
Do the Mystic.
You're the guy nobody likes.
Yeah.
Because I can't see you. I wonder, who is this guy? You know what? We should do a GoFundMe for Mystic's camera webcam.